let's play the trailer and respond to it.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die. With the rest of us.
The sun
Is dying. You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we built a ship to go there and find out.
It's 11.9 light years away. The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it. Who on earth is going to sign up for this?
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
I put the not an astronaut. I've never done anything. I've never done a space. I can't even moonwalk. I understand the stakes. I do. But my place is in the classroom.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand. But some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're going to do great.
I conquered zero G in 5 hours. Yeah.
Object approaching.
Oh my God. So I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while. I'm Grace. I'm going to call you Rocky. Thumbs up. No, that's thumbs down. You would do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
It looks funny.
That's good. That's pretty good.
I like being excited about things. It's a rare feeling.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Right. So yeah, I mean, we talked a little bit before about this, but you know, when I saw the trailer for the first time, I'm like, this doesn't feel like the film you're describing, Rob.
No, and I've had people say that to me on Twitter, and all I can say is this is a piece of marketing that is supposed to appeal to everyone in the summer, you know, and it isn't what you are. Well, maybe it is. Maybe they've leaned into the humor. But the movie has so much more. This even represents like the first quarter of the book, what you're seeing here.
It's a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There's so much more.
I don't know anything about the story, and watching this, I kind of feel like I didn't want to know that there were aliens. I was kind of bummed that they revealed that. I was like, oh man, that would have been a cool reveal. And also, like, I really like Ryan Gosling as a serious actor, and I felt like, oh, this is gonna be like a silly space comedy. But there's also parts of it that look like way more serious than that. And the subject matter is pretty serious. It's like, oh, like everybody's about to die. That sounds kind of sad. So no, I'm definitely interested. I kind of want to see it, and I'm interested in the idea that if multiple suns like across the galaxy are all dying, then there might be other things out there trying to figure out what's going on as well. And I kind of like that idea.
Well, I think that begs the question: does Amazon feel like that? If they brought you the truth of the movie, that it was a true apocalyptic film, that people won't see it, and so therefore we need to throw the levity into it to get people into the theaters.
Well, it depends on the tone of the book, right? I mean, I didn't read the
levity
book,
is there.
Okay.
He is goofy. He is cheesy. He's a science teacher at a middle school, and you can tell that, but he's also a brilliant molecular biologist. But I think that all those things that were in the trailer are in the book. It's just there's way more to it. There's way more drama, and there's, like I said before, like this is at the core of the story. It's a friendship story, and it's very early on, this reveal. And I waffled back and forth so many times. Should they show it? But it's really so much happens after that. Like Rob said, it's happens pretty early on in the book. There's so much more. And at the core of it, I think it is the story of friendship in these very strange and desperate circumstances. It's really just the highest stakes situation of survival that you can imagine. And I think it's kind of the thing of that it's not about the reveal so much as the journey. It's not about that revelation, but it's just everything else that happens after that. Kind of similar to like Dune 3. That was revealed that Jason Momoa will return. It's kind of a big reveal for those that maybe haven't seen or read the book, but that's just gotten out there and it's been out there. But it's kind of a similar circumstance where, yes, very early on, how he returns is in there, but it's just so much. The story is after that. So I don't know. I waffle back and forth. I don't know if they should have done it this early. So I don't know. Like, what do you think, Rob, about? I've heard rumors that they were thinking about releasing the movie earlier this December, and I thought that would make sense for this full trailer coming out in summer. But
there's that World of Real story, and I don't know how much credibility, but people said that they screened a 3-hour version of this movie, and people went bananas for it. And I can tell you, the experience of reading this book, I've read a lot of all different kinds of science fiction, hundreds of science fiction novels in my life that I've loved. This is a very much a populist science fiction story, but it does have profundity in it. It does have real emotion and real pathos. And one of the things that I found really interesting about it is, like the movie Arrival, Denis Villeneuve's Arrival, a big component of this movie is how to communicate with somebody that might not understand what you're saying. And when that person is a teacher, and that person is utilizing there's so many interesting things that go on in this. And I don't think they should ever show any of that in the trailer, because that was when you were reading the book, once you establish where you're going, well, now what do we do? And it becomes so wonderful to experience. And there were so many emotions that work with you. The same way in The Martian, you're so with Matt Damon's character and what he's trying to do. And then there's big setbacks, and he's going to die on Mars, and it works kind of, and Drew Goddard, who wrote the script for The Martian, wrote the script for this. So that's another reason to, I think, really be excited about it. But, I think my problem was the thumbs up, thumbs down thing is not indicative of the rest of that film. Mm-hmm. And I think they should have they could have just ended the trailer. I met an alien today, and he didn't get inside me or whatever, which is my worry. They could have left it there.
I think they should have done it where an object is approaching.
Yeah, or something like that. Because what they did
ship reveal, maybe.
What they did was they turned the awe and wonder of the situation into a comedic beat. And it's there, but the thing is, what it's done is we're 43 years away from ET. So meeting an extraterrestrial in popular culture is no longer, it does not instill the sense of wonder it might have once done so. And what they did was diminish that with the end of this trailer.
Well, even the announcement that the world is coming to an end and then the universe is coming to an end just felt like, it was part of the lightness and tone of it. You compare it to like Interstellar, where you really feel the weight of that news in the trailer that you just don't feel here.
But I do think that the film, the what they showed us at CinemaCon, it was the tone was absolutely perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Like the combination of the scope and scale of the film, the way they laid out the problem, where it was all going. And what was interesting at the end of the presentation at CinemaCon, all they showed you was the suggestion of call it a hand. And that was it. and they ended it there. They did not end on a joke, and you were like, oh, it was breathtaking.
Yeah, I do think they're capitalizing on the summer blockbuster and all these really general audience friendly films. And from the trailer, it is very much a general audience. It seems like a broad appeal, that there's that emotion of high stakes drama, intention, and just beautiful imagery with Greg Fraser's cinematographer who did Dune and the Batman. So that's another reason why I'm excited. But yeah,
I got to read you something. I don't know.
Yeah, Mike, you got to go.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to bounce. Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it. I am looking forward to this. Go see F1. It's really, really, really awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys really soon. All right.
See ya.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up soon as well.
Let me just say something really quick. I don't know if you know, there's a film writer named Jeffrey Wells. I've been reading for the better part of probably 4 decades. He's a very curmudgeonly guy. People love him or hate him. I've loved him for years. He's an acquired taste. He saw this trailer, and this is what he wrote. Instant blind hate for Project Hail Mary from the geek brains of Phil Lord and Chris Miller, another jerk-off galactic lone schlubbo protagonist plot from the guys who wrote The Martian, adaptation by Drew Goddard. Ridiculous, egoistic glorification of an oafish, sympathetically flawed, solitary man charged with saving the world. Words cannot express how much I loathe and despise this film sight unseen. 5 seconds after I began watching this fecking trailer, I wanted Ryan Gosling to die. Painfully. I mean, howling agony.
well, he seems fun.
Wow.
I mean, but to me, you know, what's really interesting. I mean, I consider my taste I hit about 80% of the time of what I think. But when I read somebody I respect write something like this, that's an honest response to this trailer. And there's already people that kind of feel the same way because the trailer leans into what has come before in terms of what people can expect. What this movie needed was a different approach.
Yeah, but I feel like the story is there, and the indication in the trailer is that they are faithful to the source material, which is all I can ask for as a book fan. And I think this was definitely catered to do that broad audience appeal. But this is a nearly 3-hour-long movie. We saw 3 minutes of it.
Yep.
And we are in for a roller coaster ride. And from little what we've shown, it's very faithful, and we are in. If it's like the rest of the film, which is in line with the story, we are in for a cinematic experience to remember for years to come, like E.T., Contact, Interstellar. And there's an argument to be made that it should have leaned into more of the serious, tragic, dramatic moments. And those are definitely there and the inklings of it in the trailer. But this story is such a beautiful combination of humor and heart, as well as that high stakes drama and hard sci-fi. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster in a good way. We're in for a treat, and hopefully it'll be in December. But I think we all are. I don't know. As a book fan, I couldn't be more excited. But also, just as a fan of going to the movies and having that incredible cinematic experience, this is going to be one of those times. Movies?
Yeah, but the issue is it's a 3-hour movie, and now you're basically saying, "Hey, get ready for 3 hours of this." And I think that's to the point.
Well, what is it a 3-hour movie these days?
I know, but oh man, when you
F1 was almost 3 hours. Mission
Yeah.
Impossible, both Dune movies.
Yeah. Well, what I think needs to happen is the director needs to come out and talk about how the movie inspired him and his dog and things like that.